Welcome back to the Hawkeye Garage. I am Joe. In this week's video, we are going to talk about some of the things that I hate. Okay, maybe hate's a strong word. Some things that I really don't like about my Lexus GX470. Stay tuned. Okay, first off, disclaimer, I realize I basically just said, let me complain about my Lexus. I understand. But a lot of it, honestly, is just going to be kind of like what I preferred about my 4Runner that I don't like about this. So I'm a YouTube creator. I have to make some content, so we're gonna make some content. I think first off, we will jump inside and we will talk about storage space and cup holders. All right, here is the plush interior of the 470. First off, let's talk about cup holders. In the front, we have two cup holders. And I know everyone, like if you're a GX owner, we complain about like the thing in the middle, and 4Runners too. I'm not really gonna touch on that because I don't really have a problem with that. And then if we open in here, which we're gonna talk about later also, is another couple cup holders. It's really kind of hard. You see that in there? Those two rings. And then they flip up and they're soft open, which is crazy. These are essentially useless. They are only like an inch off the bottom there, and if you can see, if you get any amount of stuff in there, you can't set a cup down in there because it has nowhere to go. So really they should have like mounted them like way up at the top and had them fold down and then fold up, and that would have kind of worked. I'm working on a kind of a neat solution for that so that we can get some more usefulness out of that compartment and cup holders. Moving around to the back, yes, I have two little ones, if you didn't know, if you're new to the channel, and thankfully one has a booster seat with a cup holder, and the other has a car seat with two cup holders in it, because the only cup holders in the back seat of this, let's move some stuff here, and yes, if you have kids in a family, there's always stuff there, always. Fold down the armrest, which kind of gets rid of all of that, and then you can pop cup holders out, which is fine. The 4Runner actually had another thing that came out, and it was a little tray. Pretty cool. But these cup holders kind of are junk. They don't work real well, and they're always folded up because, like I said, there's always stuff in the middle. I'm not complaining that there's always stuff in the middle, honey. Don't get mad at me thinking I'm complaining about you having stuff in the car. I'm not. Kids always have stuff there. When we take our road trips, we have like a little crate thing that sits here, and it's full of books and activities and stuff, so that is useless. In the 4Runner that we used to have, the 4th gen, it had this compartment on the side here. It was about the same size, but it had a cup holder molded into it, which was awesome. And also in the front doors, it also had a compartment similar to this, bigger than this, and it also, so it came back further, and it had like a bump out that you could put like a water bottle or anything in there, so it held an actual water bottle. So alright, now that I've complained about the cup holders, you know what, no, let me complain a little bit more about the cup holders so that you guys kind of understand. I have a family, I'm married, have 2 kids, touched on that earlier. All of you out there in YouTube land know that if you have a family and if you're going anywhere for more than an hour's long drive, like round trip, 2 hours minimum, and okay, fine, first world problems, whatever, you're gonna have a coffee cup for you, coffee cup for the missus, or can of pop, whatever. You're gonna have a water bottle for you. You're gonna have a water bottle for the missus. You're gonna have a drink container for each one of the kids. Plus, if you didn't know this, if you don't have kids, cup holders also make perfect storage compartments for snacks, or for little snack bowls, or teeny tiny little activity things that they have to take everywhere with them. Tell me I'm lying. Fight me in the comments below. But you guys know what I'm talking about. It's not just about having cup holders to put, you know, a drink in. They work for storage, and we all travel with coffee and bottled water now, and so it's a real concern. It is rather annoying. Anyway, let's talk about storage. We touched on it real briefly. Let's talk about it some more. All right, like I said before, these storage compartments here, 4Runner had those. They were bigger. In the front, I think it's because there's more speaker stuff here because it's Lexus, it's more luxurious. We've got more sound equipment because if you're an old person and you buy a Lexus, you need a really high-end amplified stereo with subs and multi-speakers. I don't know. Anyway, so this was bigger in the 4Runner. It came more towards the back and then had that little bump out for the cup holder. And there's like a weird lip here that makes no sense. I guess it makes it a little bit more rigid, but it drastically cuts down on the amount of stuff that you can put in there. Gloves, little umbrellas, trash bags, tissues, wipes. You know, I wish it was bigger. Also we got this stuff right here. One would almost assume that this would flip up and you'd have some storage in here, which would be awesome. If anybody's seen a mod for that, hit me up in the comments or email me, hawkeyeskunkworks@gmail.com. If not, I got to tear this door apart anyway to pull this trim panel off so I can get rid of the wood. I'm going to see if I can snaps or something, even if it's like something I can put in there that I don't need to get to all the time. I love having extra storage, so maybe that's a future mod. Coming around to the back doors, same deal. Like I said, that's an okay size. It's got still the weird lip thing, which makes it kind of hard to get stuff in and out of there. And then, again with the armrests, this isn't going to make it into the things I like about my GX, but I will touch on it. It's a 2007, it's got ashtrays in the back. But, like I said earlier, you got little kids that have little knick-knacky things. These have never been used, the ashtrays, these are spotless, so don't be like, ew, that's gross. Little knick-knacky toy things fit in there, and when you're 5 and 8, that is the coolest thing in the world, so thumbs up for that. Glove box in the front, pretty good, same amount of space as the 4th gen. There's a CD changer in there instead of my special little hidden extra compartment that the 4th gen had that I like to keep, you know, valuables in. 4th gen guys, you know what I'm talking about. That was awesome. Actually, a lot of 4th gen guys don't even know that's in there, so go check yours. Another thing, going along with storage, but also the center console. There's no center console armrest. I hate that. A lot of people do like that. They like having individual armrests. I am not one of those people. I don't like having to lift the armrest up and down to do the seat belt. No, you don't have to do that, but if you have a vehicle that has that, you will find yourself doing it every single time, and then you have to readjust the armrest because they're ratcheting. They go all the way down and then you can move them up to where you want, and then they never stay in place. The storage amount in the center console is abysmal. It's pretty awful, but like I touched on earlier, hopefully I'm going to make some I don't know, some modifications to that. Apparently the Prados, which is what this vehicle is in other countries, has like an actual armrest center console with a big storage area, and apparently it will swap in here. Anybody watching me overseas, confirm that, hit me up, got a used one, want to ship to the States for me, get a hold of me. I would love to try and do that. I will say there's a benefit to this. We'll leave that for the pros video. Alright, something else coming around to the back. I will admit, at this point, it's kind of a love-hate relationship, and we'll talk more about that later, but it's the hatch. It's the fact that it opens sideways instead of up. There are some benefits to that, and like I said, I'm gonna do a things I love about my GX video, and we'll talk about that. But my biggest complaint about that, and I've already had to encounter this, is let's say you're getting groceries and it's raining out and you have to open the hatch. Well, instead of having a giant umbrella over your head, no, you just have this open, raining into the back of your car, raining on to you, and I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on it. We'll talk about more later. All right, there we go. There's some of the ridiculous things that I don't like about my Lexus. I know. The biggest thing is the cup holders. Blows my mind. I guess it's because They figure you're gonna have 4 adults in this vehicle, maybe with some beverages, and it's also 13 years old when Yeti and Arctic and bottled water in Starbucks was big back then too. But anyway, if you guys have comments about adding cup holders, like Tastefully Done or storage mods, send them to me. And I will get them put on video. I'll give you the credit for it. I've already been looking at, there's lots of people that make 3D printed like cup holder inserts for other Toyota models that I might be able to like retrofit to make some extra cup holder stuff here and there and storage compartments. So I am going to be doing that. And actually the weird center console thing with no armrest, and it's just a open area with the flaps. The FJ Cruisers are that way too. You guys know Chris has an FJ Cruiser. That's one of the things that he does not like about his FJ. So we may be working on something together to try and make something happen that's got some more storage in there. Anyway, be sure to check back in the coming weeks for the things that I love about my GX, because I can tell you there are plenty. And overall, I think I like this better than I liked my 4Runner. Shocking, maybe, I know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to check all of my older videos for lots of other 4-wheel drive content, not just the bougie Lexus content. Head on over to my Instagram and my Facebook where I post much more often. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on so you'll see when I post a video each and every Sunday, because that's the schedule around here. And comment questions down below. Please give the video a thumbs up for the Lexus. And always email me, hawkeyeskunkworks@gmail.com. I answer all the emails as long as they're not spam. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next week, take care. Goodbye.